Good evening, I'm Harold Yankee. I'm the director here with the Bahamas with the 8th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade band, as well as the high school band. We're going to be playing first. This group is going to be going to Kings Island for a festival and for but they'll be going up against groups from all over the state. Avon High School in Indianapolis, a very large high school, as well as some other schools will be sending their groups and going to an actual competition. They give a first place award for this, and it's the first real contest they'll be going to as a concert band. And these three pieces are going to be playing. The Big Cage, Rain, and Equilibrium are all serious concert pieces, and to get an idea of what they can do at that level. Then after the end, we'll be playing some pieces that are more of the contemporary nature. So our first piece is a really exciting gallop called The Big Cage. A couple of interesting things about that piece. It's written for it's called The Big Cage because it was written in commemoration of a lion tamer with Brinkley Brothers Circus. Secondly, the tempo march is, a march is usually 2 beats per second, 120 beats a minute. This one's twice that, 240 beats. If you want to try to tap your foot, it's a little bit hard to tap your foot. The other thing is, we like to say this group sounds a lot like a high school band. State finals this past Sunday, the second place band in the state of Indiana played exactly the same thing. Last year it was the state champions played exactly the same thing. So not only do they sound like a high school band, but they play the music of high school band. This entire program could be played by high school bands all over the state and be a very challenging program. So we're very proud of them for the achievements they make on playing above their age. And we try to do that at every stage. The next piece we're going to be doing is completely different. It's more of an impression of what Rain sounds like musically. When you hear thunder, you hear it being very soft, coming up. Thunder, where we got in the distance, but then more and right with us, a big storm, and then it just kind of goes away. So this is a completely different piece that you'll hear, and it's one, we're going to kind of control your breathing and let you calm down and get a little excited and calm back down again. This is Rain. Final piece is called equilibrium, and it's sort of the balance. And something's got to go out of balance, which will be dissonant, harsh sounding, fighting with one another, and then coming back into balance, and you'll sort of hear that during this piece. Very exciting piece, and composer that's kind of a new composer, and it's nice to always introduce new music, and both ourselves, but Thomas and I have been doing it for a long, long time. This is Mr. Shepard bringing new life, new youth into it, and of course every year a new 8th grade band. So that always makes it exciting for us. So we're going to finish up the serious portion of the program with equilibrium. interesting sound in there. Kaya, could you show us the marching machine? You might as well see what this is. That one thing that sounded like people marching, it's called a marching machine, of all things. It's a bunch of little wood threads on string, and when it hits, it sounds like this. It's a cool sound. And speaking of marching, we're getting close to starting the high school marching band. In fact, next Tuesday is our kickoff. I want to remind everybody marching teams are due this Friday, so just a little heads up on that. And to talk to you about some of the things that you need, Lisa, you're around. There she is. Our band booster president, Lisa Nesmith, is going to just share a couple of things with you. Still looking for that. We're still going to have a very large high school marching band, 375 range, one of the largest ones in the state, especially in our class. And we're very proud of that. We're very proud of the efforts. The next year's show is called Hidden, like you've been hidden somewhere. So it's going to have a lot of neat stuff in it. And Lisa Nesmith would like to speak to you for just a moment.
Thank you. I just want to remind everyone, as Mr. Yankee said, the marching band kickoff is next week, Tuesday, May 17th at the high school. If you have an 8th grader who will be participating in band next year, your 8th grader needs to come that evening so they can be part of the marching band kickoff. And you also need to come so you can come to the parent meeting, where you'll find out all sorts of kinds of helpful information to help you and your student with marching band next year. Also, there's a whole bunch of information about band that's on the table in the back. Feel free to talk with any one of the parents there on the way out. If you didn't speak with them on your way in, they can answer your questions about the band program at Floyd Central, and also any questions that you might have regarding marching band. Also, one last thing before I leave and let these kids play. If you had a student this year who participated in our marching season last year, they are welcome to come to the band banquet, which is May 22nd at Hoover's, and there is information on the table just in case you did not get that information. Thank you, and thank you for your attention, and let's enjoy the rest of the show.
If you're looking at the program, the next piece is called Jungle Dance, written by a man named Jungle Dance. Don't know how that happened. Actually, Jungle Dance was written by Brian Balmages, who also wrote that beautiful piece, Rain, that you just heard. It's a completely different piece, though. It's a lot of fun. Just like Factory Riffs, it's kind of a contest-type piece that the intermediate band played with kind of a funky groove to it. Jungle Dance, kind of the same thing. I think you really enjoy it. Really cool, groovy, syncopated tune that kind of gets stacked on top of each other as we go through it. And just interesting to hear a completely different piece written by the same composer on the same program. Jungle Dance.
Thank you.
All right, our next piece, some more classic rock, Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas. Some of our band students have been busy doing other things than just working on our class music. Back in early February, we had many students participate in solo and ensemble contests. If you're either on stage or sitting in the chairs, if you participated in solo and ensemble, would you please stand up for a job well done? Solo and ensemble. Also, the jazz band went to state jazz contest and received a gold award as well. So, if you're in the jazz band, if you would please stand. Jazz band, stand. And we also had one student who was chosen to perform in the junior all-state band. Back in the fall, we had quite a few students who we recognized that played in the all-region honor band, which is just our little corner of the state. Junior all-state band, you're competing against the top middle school musicians from the entire state of Indiana, and that's some pretty heavy competition. We had one student in junior all-state band this year, Stephanie Combs. Stephanie. Also at this time, it's become a tradition to pass out the Director's Award. The Director's Award is actually a national award. Middle schools around the country give this award to the most outstanding band member in the band program at that middle school. Of course, musicianship, skill on your instrument, camaraderie, getting along with your fellow band members, scholarship, great attitude, all these things go into it. Very tough selection every year because, as you can hear, these are outstanding bands. Choosing the one outstanding band member is a very tough decision, but it's called the Director's Award, so it's my decision to make. This year's recipient of the 2016 Highland Hills Middle School Band Director's Award is Stephanie Combs. Our final piece, and there was no way I was getting away without finding an arrangement of music from the new Star Wars movie, Episode 7. This is a great new arrangement that's out. It's a lot of fun, very challenging. John Williams scores. The music is very challenging, and this really doesn't pull any punches. Some of the rhythms are extremely complex. It sounds very similar to the soundtrack. So we'd like to close our portion of the concert with music from Star Wars. What's the name of it? I knew that. Star Wars, The Force Awakens. I was 13 years old in 1977 when Star Wars first came out, so I'm a huge Star Wars geek, so I love this too. Hope you enjoy it. you all very much. It is a privilege and an honor and a joy to work with your children, and just to stand up here and wave the stick and have all these sounds wash over me. It's really a wonderful thing. Thank you all